You fake fans. All 160 of you who voted. How many superhero films a year is the right amount? That's Marvel and DC. 3 films a year from the superhero genre from Marvel and DC. The big two is what you voted for? Do you even like this stuff? Because 3 a year would mean that you do something in March, maybe something comes in the summer in June, and then again one time you go in September. Why would I restrict myself to just 3 experiences a year? 3 conversations, live streams. Why would you do that? Because I'm a content creator on this app and you know that I'm going to be doing that stuff. I would not want just 3, but so many of you did. You're not a fake fan of me specifically, but bro, what do you watch me for if it's not to watch the reviews and the discussions, looking at Easter eggs, the ones that I could find, comparing it to comic books, where will we go in the future and make predictions? You mean you only want that 3 times a year coming out of me? But that's not even what I meant when I said fake fan. I mean, you're supposed to like superheroes, right? Shouldn't you want to have a monthly experience? Because if I could vote for a number, I think 12 would be necessary. 12 is enough so I can have like a common presence to go to the movies all the time. I could probably get one of those subscription deals. 12 movies a year, I think, with the 3 weeks off and then a week on. 27 days between movies. I think that would be a good amount of time to, it would build up the anticipation and the wants to see a movie. But you guys are saying 3 movies a year, 4 movies. Now there are some people who said 5 plus. 13% of 160 votes, somewhere near 20 people decided, yeah, chill. Absolutely, what we need to have is more movies. And for that, I appreciate you. You're in the right place. 5 movies even isn't even that, but we have 5 movies this year. Joker 2, Deadpool and Wolverine, Kraven the Hunter, Creature Commandos, and then Beyond the Spider-Verse. It doesn't feel like there is enough movies that are coming out. But my displeasure with the storylines, right? That's not the question here. The question is, how many movies a year do you want? And you guys are telling me, a lot of you are saying 2 or 3. Do better, everybody. You need to do better. Become a fan. Actual fan. Tell me why, if you're of this opinion, 2, 3, 4 movies a year, and you didn't vote for 5 plus. Tell me why. Because I'm not asking you about quality. And I don't think quality versus quantity are opposites where you do too much of one, it comes at the expense of the other. That's not true at all. If you have an issue with Secret Invasion, the quality of it, it's not that there were so many TV shows that it just didn't make sense. So many TV shows had nothing to do with why they just decided Rhodey's character is expendable enough to say, yeah, he was a Skrull. We're not even going to figure out when. He'll be wearing the hospital gown for 2016. Taking the sting out of every emotional moment he's had in Endgame, Infinity, everything after that. It's not a problem. The quality issues isn't because, Secret Invasion, we're still on that. Nick Fury showing up in the Captain Marvel sequel and not bringing up his ongoings there. That's not a there's too many things issue. That's the writers doing She-Hulk and everything that they experience with the final episode climaxing with, this doesn't count. Let me just go on to the studio. All right, boom, we're going to rewrite the ending. That has nothing to do with why we also got a Deadpool and a Moon Knight and a Ms. Marvel. That's not related to the quality. If you think that, rethink that. It's not the truth. This is a big lie that the quality and the quantity are a thing. Bob Iger tried to say, we're going to focus more on quality. When you hire a separate team and they have no interference, no interaction with the next project over, because Echo had people who didn't even work on She-Hulk, who didn't even work on the Hawkeye. That's not an issue of quantity. They're all doing their best, and this just sucks. If there were only one TV show a year and it was Hawkeye, it would suck. It would be disappointing towards the ending. Fake fans. So let's see more from you fake artificial fans. He says per company or in total. I said to both companies. Where's the 0 option? Tim, you disgrace. This man is a voice actor. Talented. He can do Joker. He gave me the 0. 4. 1 from DC, 3 from Marvel. I like that one, right? If I were voting on this poll, I'd vote totally. I already said that. DC movies be hit or miss, so giving them 1 allows for more effort. Marvel tends to go to the story and the action route, which gives them more work with and do the trilogy. Is DC really that bad? Are we talking about Aquaman 1? Are we talking about Suicide Squad? They've got some good movies. 2 for each, 4 for us. If they're good and only marginally connected while building to the big story, 3 from each. So this is the one complaining about marginally connected. Brother, still Shin Jodan. No, the connecting is the future. It started in 2008 when we were watching the Hulk movie. And what is that? Just Tony Stark just pull up in the end? What? Talking to Harrison Ford. I'm sorry, Harrison Ford wasn't doing Thunderbolt Ross back then. That was a recast because the actor died. Recast T'Challa. Marginally connected is spoken like it's a good thing, like it's work. Now I gotta see Ant-Man to know. Bro, it's called a sequel, and because they share the same world, there's an added incentive to see these movies. If you're not on board, fine, but let's not act like them being disconnected is work or it even takes effort. Every movie outside of this is disconnected. Every movie that ever happened is disconnected. It's not until Marvel kind of came up and did what they did. There have been spin-offs in the past. I'm being ridiculous, but with the way that things like unite for an Avengers movie and all these movies that are separate, all of a sudden they're the same story. That's what makes Marvel Marvel, and that's what makes DC DC when James Gunn's in charge, and we will like it then, won't we? DC doesn't even make movies anymore. No idea what Superman Legacy or New Joker are supposed to be. Yeah, I'm just kind of not into the New Joker. Why? It's got nothing to do with the stories that I'm interested in, with the main universe. And DC doesn't have a main universe until Superman, until Creature Commandos. 2 quality over quantity. Henry, no. From one studio, 3. One studio giving you 3, one studio giving you 3. So he's saying that's 6. So every 2 months you go to the movie. So every 2 months there's a trailer reaction. Every 2 months you get like a, and that would be like a fun experience, right? Especially if I'm into the movies. But I want more. If it's up to me, right? A big high budget movie each time. Actually, they don't even all have to be high budget. Some people's superhero powers are low budget, like Daredevil. Some people, if a person turns invisible, come on. That's just a camera effect. That's just cut. All right, little Sue Storm actress, Vanessa Kirby, just walk off screen and action. And then they all got to act. Oh, where is she? They got to act like they got beat up, fall down. Oh, I've been defeated. Get some pro wrestlers. They'll take bumps and flipping. Get Will Ospreay. He'll be great. He could be a villain. Marvel's doing 3 movies is a good amount for them. Since they're veterans in the genre, it's not too much or too less. As for DC, 1 or 2 a year is fine. Look, he got 5 likes too. I like that Doomblazer put thought into it. And maybe he's right and we can get to a place where I'm saying there needs to be a new movie all the time. If you are a fan, rethink it. If you're a fake fan, you fake fans that are watching this channel right now, like I'm calling you a fake fan. I'm not trying to, incite you. I'm just literally calling you a fake fan. That's not how you be a fan. That's not how you be a supporter. That's not how you be a person who likes something. By asking for less or so little of it. It's unreasonable for you to say that. I want a Star Wars thing also every single month. Game of Thrones, House of the Dragon. Let's forward that. What happens when you go west of Westeros? Let's forward that series also. Jon Snow, let's do that. I want more. Comic books, right? If they're good, give me more. I couldn't get enough of the X-Men back when Jonathan Hickman was writing it, and I saw all of the spin-off titles, right? Now, they had nothing to do with it, and I stopped reading them, but at the time, I couldn't get enough because I'm a fan. Learn to be a fan. Here's the Jonathan Majors video. Because you could say I'm a fan of Jonathan Majors. As YouTubers reacted as the story came out, you can see the change in the attitude from almost everyone except for that John Roca guy from Christian Harloff's channel.